Today we will learn about changing the decimals to fractions. We will start by taking an example of 0.5. How to change this to fractions. To change 0.5 into fractions, we just write 0.5, put a bar here divided by, we write 1 here and count the number of places after point. There is one place, we put 0, remove the point. It becomes equal to 5 by 10. This is mathematically completely correct to write it as 5 by 10, but people want it more simplified form, so it becomes 1 by 2. That's how 0.5 can be changed to a fraction, that is 1 by 2. Take another example, 0.15. This can be written equal to 0.15 divided by, we remove point, put 1 here, after point there are 2 places, we put 2 zeros, it becomes 15 divided by 100. Again we can simplify it to 3 by 20 by dividing both numerator and denominator with 5. Now these fractions were less than 1. Now we take some bigger fractions, say 1.5. This can be written as 1.5 divided by, we put 1, after the point there is only one place, we write 0, it becomes 15 by 10. Again further simplified as 3 by 2. Or this can be further simplified as 1 whole 1 by 2. Another method to change is this 1.5 can always be written in the form of 1 plus 0.5. Now we take 0.5 only and change 0.5 is equal to 0.5 divided by 1. We remove point, put a 0 because there is only one place, and this becomes finally 1 by 2. So in other words, 1.5 becomes equal to 1 plus 1 by 2, and in the form of fractions it becomes 1 whole 1 by 2. So we don't need to do all these things and directly we can get the result. Now coming to the more difficult part, that is changing a recurring decimal to fractions. We start by taking a simple and small recurring decimal, that is 0.3 is recurring. This can be written as something 0.3 and it goes on till infinity. To start changing, we assume that this 0.3 recurring decimal is equal to a value x. Now if we multiply x by 10, this becomes 10x will be equal to 10 into 0.333 and so on, or this will be equal to 3.333 so on, or this is equal to 3.3 recurring decimal. This can be written as 3 plus 0.3 recurring decimal. Now we find that this is the same value as x. So finally we can write 10x is equal to 3 plus x, or 9x is equal to 3. This shows that x is equal to 3 by 9, or simply is equal to 1 by 3. That's how we can change a simple recurring decimal to fraction form. We take another example of changing the recurring decimal to fractions. Let's take 1.2 over bar. That is equal to 1 plus 0.2 bar. Now we just assume x is equal to 0.2 bar. Then again we multiply like previous case by 10 and we get 10x is equal to 2.222 and so on, which can be further written as 2.2 bar. Then further can be clarified as 2 plus 0.2 over bar, which we have assumed as x, so it becomes 2 plus x. So finally 10x becomes equal to 2 plus x, and x is equal to 2 by 9, or this value is equal to 0.2 bar. So 1.2 bar can be written as 1 plus 0.2 bar, or equal to 1 plus 2 by 9, or finally 1 whole 2 by 9. So this is how a number greater than 1 can be changed to fraction form. We take another recurring decimal example where the recurring decimal is little bit different, that is 0.12 whole over bar. This is equal to 0.12, 12, 12 and so on. This is one of the reasons we use the notation of putting over bar instead of putting a point. In most of the books it is showed as like 0.3 bar is generally written as 0.3 point. But this point notation fails to address the situation where the recurring decimal just periodically comes in many number forms like 0.12, 0.12, 0.12. You cannot put point on both of them. You don't know that which point is recurring. So anyway, we come to, again, we assume x is equal to 0.12 complete bar. And since there are two numbers after the point, we multiply it with 100. So we tell it 100x is equal to 12.1212 and so on. This changes to 12.12 over bar, or 12 plus 0.12 over bar, or again we have assumed this as equal to x, it becomes 12 plus x, and 100x can be written as 12 plus x, and finally we get x is equal to 12 by 99. This is the value of 0.12 over bar. Now we come to a different kind of recurring decimal, that is say 0.13 bar. 1 is not recurring, only 3 is recurring. This can be written as 0.13333 and so on. So here this decimal form we can always express this as 0.1 plus 0.03 bar. So we assume 0.03 bar is equal to x, and again further simplify, 10x will be equal to 0.3 bar. Now if we multiply it with 100, so we can see that 100x will be equal to 3.333 so on, or it will be equal to 3.3 bar, and this can be written as 3 plus 0.3 bar, and we see here that 0.3 bar is equal to 10x, so it becomes 3 plus 10x. This is the value of 100x, and now we simplify it and get 90x, that is 90x, 10x is subtracted from 100x, so it comes 90x is equal to 3, or it becomes equal to x is equal to 3 by 90, or 1 by 30. So we go further ahead. Our original fraction was 0.13 bar, and that was 0.1 plus 0.03 bar. 0.1 from the, as told previously, we can change it as 1 by 10, and 0.03 bar we have seen it has come as equal to 1 by 30. Now we add both of these fractions. Take 30, this becomes 3 here plus 1. This is equal to 4 by 30, or again can be written as 2 by 15. So finally we get the value of 0.13 bar is equal to 2 by 15. That's how we change the recurring decimals to the fractions. Hope you understood well.